You know, my love of music, I love listening to music. I love great music. And my love of music came from my mom. And, you know, right now, you know, I don't know how many of you listen to NPR's Tiny Desk series, but I listen to it, you know, quite often. And very rarely am I ever moved when I'm listening to something. I mean, every once in a while, you know, there's an artist and I was like, oh man, that was really good. But this particular episode that I watched today really moved me in a very different way. And I had to think about why. And so the episode that I'm referring to is the latest episode with Raphael Saadiq. Now it's like 36 minutes long. And I had seen it probably like over the last week or so that, you know, he performed. And I was like, man, 36 minutes? Do I really want to sit down and watch 36 minutes? Do I have the time? Is it, you know, is that time, you know, is that good use of my time? You know, I got things I need to do. So, you know, I just finished having lunch and I was like, well, I'm going to watch something really quick. And sure enough, there's Raphael Saadiq on the screen on YouTube. And I'm like, 36, okay. And then in the thumbnail, they used Lucky Day, who's another artist that I found on NPR Tiny Desk, who I love his music. And I said, man, I was gonna see Lucky Day over the summer when I was gonna go to New Orleans, but we canceled that trip because my mom's illness had become like really bad. So I go, okay, you know, let me just see, you know, let me see what's going on with Raphael. You know, I've always loved Raphael Saadiq, and I'm gonna listen to this. So he starts out, plays a couple of songs from his latest album, and I'm like, oh man, those sound really good. I like this. And then he brings out Lucky Day, and Lucky Day performs a song, and then he goes back and performs, you know, Raphael goes and performs a couple other songs. And then at the end, he brings out this big tuba. And he tells a story about why this tuba was so important to him. He said, one day I'm gonna make a song that is gonna use a tuba in it. My school never had a marching band, so on and so forth. And I listened to the tuba start playing, and I knew exactly what song that Raphael Saadiq was getting ready to play. And it's a song called Steel Ray. And I remember when I was listening to this song, 2003, Kobe and Kelly are some small babies. I'm struggling in my life. I'm married, but professionally, everything had gone to shit. And I remember when this album came out that Raphael Saadiq had put out, and I remember Steel Ray, I remember putting it on repeat because I just love the sound of that tuba. It wasn't sad, but there was some feeling to it. And I remember I would play that song and I'd go pick up my mom from work at the courthouse. And since I've been going back looking at old photos and stuff, I remember I took some photos of me picking up my mom from the courthouse where she worked. And I remember that song. That was my repeat song. For whatever reasons, I didn't even really know what the hell he was talking about. I didn't even understand the name of the title. The song was called Steel Ray. He basically says why the song is called Still Ray in the Tiny Desk episode, but I'll let you listen to that. But it moved me. So then he's playing the song and he doesn't get right into the song. He just kind of lets the beat and the tuba dum 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 dum. I mean, like, and I remember that. And it automatically, it put me back as he sings the song and the music is playing. It literally put me back in 2003. And I'd go pick up my mom and I'd be all down and out. And that song would be playing and she would do her Diane thing. She would give me this unconditional love that I so desperately needed. And it brought me to tears. And at that moment, I'm in my home by myself listening to Raphael Saadiq and this instrument, this tuba playing. And at this very moment, it was like I felt my mom was in the room with me. Her and I loved music. And our love, her love of music transformed into me. She pushed it into me. And I have pushed it on to my children. You know, Kobe will take over the playlist sometimes and man, he'll go back and all these songs that I played throughout, Still Ray's one of them. He puts that on. One of his favorite songs, he'll tell you. And it just moved me to tears. My mom's love of music and at that very moment right now, I was moved to tears. And I was clapping and in my head, I could see her dancing with me. Because that's what we would do. We would dance together. Music. Me and my mom, we loved us some music.